Hey guys, how you going? This is BillyEatWorld, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different because, as you may already know, my channel has just hit 2,000 subscribers. So what I thought I'd do with today's episode is take some time to tell you a little bit more about me and what I do outside of YouTube. But just before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, then you might have a chance to win a Destiny beta code. These codes were very generously given to me by my good friend Captain Excellent, and as I've already pre-ordered Destiny, I've actually got 2 to spare. So if you'd like a chance to win one of these, then stick around and I'll explain later on in the video what you need to do to get your hands on one. But anyway, to start with the basics about me, I'm 26 and I live in Newcastle, Australia. Outside of YouTube, I run a small studio where I work as a sound engineer and a music tutor. And anyone who's ever played with me would know that I'm up at weird hours of the night. And the reason that is because I mix live bands at shows as well. And speaking of live bands, I actually also sing and play guitar in a pop-punk band called The Virtue. If you've seen any of my montage videos, you would have already heard my bands already. But if you haven't, then feel free to check us out at the link below. All of our music is currently free to download, so grab a copy of it if you like, and you can always burn a CD for your mum if she's into that sort of stuff as well. We probably sound most like All Time Low or 4 Years Strong, but if you don't know those bands, then I guess you could say that we're not too far away from Blink-182. And speaking of bands, I was actually inspired by a band to name this channel. Probably one of my favourite bands of all time would be BillyEatWorld, who released that song called The Middle that everyone knows from about 10 to 15 years ago. Now, as for my gaming history, I don't tend to play a lot of games these days, but I do play a lot of retro games and I collect retro games and consoles as well. I own at least one of pretty much every console ever released in Australia since about the 1980s, and I also own a pretty decent collection of retro home computers as well. Before I started collecting, I actually played over the years a number of different systems, and many of you probably wouldn't realise that until probably the last couple of generations I was actually a PC gamer. In about 93-94 I got my first computer, which was a PC compatible 16MHz 286. Now, since then, I've owned various PCs and various consoles, but probably the ones that I best remember would be the Sega Mega Drive and the Nintendo 64. As for more current systems though, up until about 2 years ago I was playing the Xbox 360, at which time I switched to the PS3. Obviously now I play on the PS4 and I probably will be getting an Xbox One very soon. A lot of people ask me why I don't play on PC anymore, and the short answer is that I just don't really have time to deal with the issues that a PC has. Now, because I work in the music industry, for about the last 5 years or so, I've been using Macs for my job. Don't get me wrong, I'm not an Apple fanboy, I just prefer this platform. I understand why PCs are cheaper and why they're better at gaming, but that still doesn't sway me to want to buy one. I haven't liked Windows for a long time, and driver conflicts and the other countless issues that come up on a PC is something that I don't see as fun. In terms of gaming, I just want to sit down and have fun, preferably on a couch and preferably using a controller. And the last thing that I want to deal with is the crap that a PC will dish out. I'll be the first to admit that I'm not a genius when it comes to PC maintenance, which is probably a big part of the reason that they frustrate me so much. But if you're someone who can deal with this and get a better gaming experience on a PC, then that's cool. It's just not for me. But anyway, moving on, I probably should tell you about my history with FPS games. Now, the first FPS game that I think I can remember playing would be Wolfenstein 3D, and I still have fond memories of this game today. Over the years, I've played countless FPS games, but some of the most memorable that I can think of would be Doom, Duke Nukem 3D, Half-Life, GoldenEye 007, Unreal Tournament, all of the Halo games, quite a few of the Call of Duty games, and pretty much every Battlefield game since about Bad Company 1. Now, I probably should mention that I did actually play Battlefield 1942 and Battlefield 2 back in the day, but I didn't really play them that much, so that's why I normally say that Bad Company 1 was my first real Battlefield game. I'd have to say though that Battlefield 3 was probably my favourite BF game to date. It was where the Battlefield YouTube community started, and watching guys like Levelcap and Jack Frags play Battlefield 3 was the reason why I started my channel in the first place. But anyway, speaking of my channel post 2,000 subscribers, where do I want to take it from here? Well, it's safe to say that I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Over the next year or so, including Hardline, I hope to add a few new games to my schedule. I'd say more than likely I'll be covering PlanetSide 2 when it's released on the PS4. I'll probably also be covering Destiny, and when it comes out later next year, Battlefront 3. There's a whole bunch of really good games coming out in the next couple of years though, so if you have any suggestions for games that you'd like me to check out, then feel free to let me know. Now I will say though that I probably won't be covering any third-person games because I'm pretty sure that my subscribers want to see FPS games more than anything else. But you never know, I might change my mind at a later date. But anyway, to wrap up this video, to my 2,000 plus subscribers, I want to say thank you very much for supporting me over the last 8 or 9 months. It's been a blast making videos for you guys, and I hope that there's going to be many videos to come. Hopefully this video has taught you something about me that you didn't already know, and hopefully I can do more videos like this in the future because I feel like I've only just scratched the surface as to who I am in this one. But anyway, that brings us to the part in the video where I'm going to give you guys a chance to win some Destiny beta codes. All you need to do is go to the comment section of this video and give me an idea for a video that you'd like to see on this channel in the future. It can be absolutely anything that you like, but it should be relevant to my channel. In about a week's time, I'll pick the 2 most creative answers, and not only will these people receive a Destiny beta code, I'll actually make the video that they've suggested. Now, I'll be notifying the winners via Twitter, so if you don't already have me followed on Twitter, then head over there now and follow at BillyEatWorld. Also, make sure to leave your Twitter account name in your comment so that I know who you are when I need to announce the winner. But anyway guys, that just about wraps it up for my 2K subscriber special. So thanks heaps for watching, and as always, if you haven't already, please like, comment and subscribe. But until next time guys, see you later and have a good one.